There's a lot of people upset with Kim Kardashian right now because of comments she made about being a single mother. And she's a single mother by choice. She wasn't forced into being a single mother. Her husband, Kanye West, did not pass away or nothing like that. She decided to be a single mother on her own. So now she gets on a podcast and she is complaining about the woes of being a single mother. Let's review it.
I'd say parenting is the thing that has taught me the most about myself. It has been the most challenging thing. There are nights I cry myself to sleep, like, what just happened, with all the moods and the personalities. And sometimes they're fighting and there's no one there. Like it's me to play good cop and bad cop. So like that.
There's no one there. Well, as a person that has covered even your divorce with Kanye West, no one's there because Kim, you chose that. You went filed those divorce papers. Even when you was out here with Pete Davidson, I mean, fooling with a scrub, because that kind of dude is a scrub, and you know that. You can't go from Kanye up here to down at the bottom, a scrub. But that's what you done. You went down to the gutter and get a scrub in y'all world, right? You did that probably to spite Kanye. That's what you did it for. And even when you were doing all that, Kanye was still begging you to stop the divorce. He said, hey, my wife. Kanye was getting into it with this dude behind you, and you kept pursuing it. You wanted the divorce. Now you got what you wanted. You got it with those kids. And now you up here talking about it's hard. You cry yourself to sleep. You didn't think about that when you filed for that divorce, ma'am? You didn't think about it? See, you modern women always run off of emotion and you never think logically. Oh, I feel this. Oh, it's that. It's that. And then you make decisions off of emotion and then reality set in and then now you're not liking it. Maybe you should use your logic a little bit more instead of your emotions, especially when it comes to major life decisions. And I understand women are emotional. That's what women do. But when it comes to major life decisions, okay, how is this going to affect me? How is it going to affect my children if I make this decision? How is it going to affect my husband? How is it going to affect my family? How is it going to affect this, that, and the third? And let's call it what it is. The reason why they were starting to have problems is because Kanye, which is the husband, said, hey, you know what? That family is your family really not a good influence. I don't really want my kids around them like that. I'm gonna buy a spot in Wyoming. Let's go over there. Let's do our thing over there. It's not that she don't have no money. It's not like he didn't have any money. So it's not like she's like, oh well, if I leave here, I'm broke. No, she had her money. She refused to leave California, and I don't get the love for California like that. Yes, California got some nice weather. Yes, you can do certain shopping, but doggone it. I mean, when you travel different places, you could shop anywhere. You could live anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they got beaches. Yes, they got the things that they have. I don't understand the thing about California. I just don't. I think it's overly expensive. They got the gang stuff that go on over there in Southern California. I know it got gangs everywhere, but it just is out there, right? And you got gangs of black gangs, Mexican gangs, all these different gangs you got to watch out for in those areas. The things you don't have to watch out for where I'm at, right? Yeah, they got gangs, but they in their own area doing their own thing. And if you get caught up with them, you must be over there with them. For the most part, that's kind of how it is, at least in my area. But they just so obsessive about Southern California, not even the whole California, Southern California. Would not leave away from that family of hers to go with her husband. That's what caused a lot of issues and problems. When your husband say, let's go over here, you need to, and he want him, you as his wife and the kids to go over there with him. You didn't want to do that. Then your husband didn't cheat on you. Not one time have you said he cheated on you. You never said he beat you. You never said he was using drugs or doing something horrible in front of the kids, or you had to get away from Kanye to protect yourself. You say, oh, his mental health. Oh, he said this and that and the third. Oh, I can't believe he would say this. He was having mental health issues. And every man that gets around that family of yours, Kim, I notice they have some sort of mental health issue. And usually when that kind of thing is happening as a pattern, it lets me know you have some demonic activity swirling around y'all. But you chose single motherhood. Now, some people was upset because you look at the money aspect of her, right? And you were saying, well, what is she complaining about? She got millions of dollars. She got nannies for each child. What is she complaining about? She ain't got to clean her house. She ain't got to do this. She ain't got to do that. Having money. Let me see if I can relate. I'm trying to relate it, not at her level, but just certain levels, right? When I grew up in my neighborhood, we didn't have a whole lot. Man, sometimes I would go times without a haircut. I would go times, wearing the same clothes twice in a week, going to school and getting clowned for it and all kind of things, right? Now I went from that to where I'm at today. Well, I've seen a little bit. And I can tell you from going back then to now, having a little bit more is just more of a resource. It doesn't make you happy. Money will never make you happy. Children don't care about how much money mama got. Kids just care about them. Let me tell you something about children. She can have all the nannies she wants. The nannies is not their mother or their father. She is. So the kids at times don't want to deal with no nanny. They want to deal with their mama. Where my mama at? XYZ. They'll start acting out because they don't see their mama or their daddy. It don't matter how much money she has. Yes, she got a big house, right? And she's dealing with all of the kids and their different personalities. They are Kanye's kids. And Kanye isn't there to help out with that. That's why it was intended for you to get married and stay with your husband and your wife and raise your family together. It wasn't meant for women just to do it all on their own. So everybody focusing on the money aspect. When she say she crying herself to sleep, I believe her. Because her kids are hard. And all them kids she got, oh yes, that's hard. Money can't solve that. But she wouldn't be in this position if she stayed her behind with her husband. See, y'all so quick to run to the divorce court. But you never think about the children because a lot of you selfish. You're selfish. You're thinking about yourself. You think about, oh, I don't like this. I'm not happy. I'm not this. Screw the kids. What about the kids' happiness? What about them? And one thing about happiness, 1 minute you can be happy, the next minute you can be sad, the next minute you can be upset. Figure out your issue and fix it. That man was begging you, Kim, to stop that divorce. He said, I want my family. I want my wife. This man did everything. He moved next to you. He did everything. Now, since he got the drift, now he moved on with another woman. He got another woman, and he not making no videos. He not making nothing about my wife this, my wife that. He has left you alone. I haven't heard Kanye say a peep about you. Matter of fact, I just heard recently you talking trash about him. He ain't even saying a word about you. He done left you alone. He gave you what you wanted. And now since you got what you wanted, now you're on the podcast complaining? Oh, no, ma'am. Deal with being a single mother. And I'm going to tell you something else. It's going to be hard for you to get a man for a lot of reasons. Now, you got money to maybe slow down some of the process of hitting the wall, but you in that territory. No money can stop that, no matter how much you have. It is what it is. It's life. But you having them 4 kids, it's not too many men want to come in there and deal with them 4 kids. Sure, you can get a dusty dude to come in there. A broke dusty, yeah, you can do that. That Pete Davidson was equivalent to a broke dusty. Yes, he got a little money, but he's still broke dusty in their world. Compared to her and Kanye, that's broke dusty at that level to them. No man that's at the level of your ex-husband is going to deal with you. Except sleep with you. Other than that, they're not going to deal with you. No reason to deal with you. Because first of all, those kind of men want younger women. It just is what it is. You living out with it. California, Hollywood, the new crop is coming out every day. Every day, every day, every day. You know that. You've been out there. Forever. I don't feel sorry for her, but let's continue.
So, that is definitely a challenge when, something I'm working on is being a little bit firmer,
Okay, so on top of all that, them kids run over you, basically. Them kids run over you. I bet you they don't run over Kanye. But see, this is why you're supposed to have a mother and a father in the household. Because mom, a lot of times, she gets kind of soft. Now, some women are a little manly on some things and whatever, because maybe they grew up with some brothers or whatever. But the average woman, the kids usually can't get over to a point. But that's when daddy come in. And listen, a woman like that, she like to say, I'm going to call you daddy. That's what women like that like to do. And she can't do, sure, she can call him, but it's not the same calling him on the phone when he's in another house versus him being in the house with his doggone children. It's not the same. Let's continue.
That can prepare you. Any person that says, oh, we're waiting to have X amount of money in the bank. Oh, we're waiting to have a home before we have kids. Oh, I'm waiting for this job to come in before we have kids. I don't care how long you wait. I don't care what you're waiting for. You are never prepared.
She's 100% right on that. You are never prepared for children. No matter how much money you got or money you don't have, every child is a world of itself. Every child is a personality. Sure, they may look like you. They may even took some of your mannerisms, right? But they're still not you. They're not. And each child that you have is different. They are. So some children may be extremely easygoing. Some children may be, man, oh my Lord. There's always something with this kid. You understand? And she's dealing with it by herself. Yeah, she got nannies, but the nanny's not working. And that's what y'all not paying attention to. The nannies is not working. And money does not make you, give you fulfillment. It don't. Money cannot make you truly happy. It can't. It's just a tangible resource. That's all it is. Cars and houses and diamonds and travel, and that will not make you happy within the inside. Feeling like I'm being supported. Money can't do that. You can buy some things, but it's fake. The deal is she threw away her husband. She threw him away because she didn't want to deal with his mental health issues because you took them vows, you said for better or worse. You don't realize there's going to be some worse times? It's not always going to be better. Sometimes it's going to be worse. But you go through the worst time, and the worst time is going to bring you closer together. The worst time is going to show that if I got a decent marriage or it's going to break apart. It's just that simple. And she chose to throw in the towel. And now she's complaining. So I don't feel bad for her. I feel bad for the children because they should be with their dad every day. Any child, I feel bad for them when they don't have their father. Continue crying yourself to sleep. That's what you chose. Just maybe next time in life, or give a young girl advice to stay with her husband. If he's not beating you, cheating you, doing all the things we would say bad to you, if he's not being abusive or nothing like that, stay with your husband. That's the best thing you could tell any young girl. Young ladies who's watching, don't be like Kim. The husband provides, the husband's successful, the husband's worldwide known. Sure, he has some issues who don't. But you're going to leave that and trade it for what? Crying yourself to sleep?